Searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new British watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats. No, I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger lick. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up?
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you follow him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On play action, love to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Harrison Smith.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That one goes for 24 yards. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Play action now, Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Able to power through and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Prescott now. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Vikings 10. Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. That one is Swain complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, Love. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw again, Love. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. Love.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. That's complete to Swain. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 10. Packers 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah,
you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got a man. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Prescott yet again. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cook on the toss left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Vikings first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
There's not much pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Minnesota.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it again with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Vikings 20, Packers 14.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott lets it fly for Thielen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. There's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action. Love to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing, Prescott. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Dalvin Cook.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
It's third down and 4 yards to go.
Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Kenny Clark. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. First down, Love to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Popped Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now look at him go. 30, 20, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
On for the extra point.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Dalvin Cook, the Vikings.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Vikings, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, Little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.